What does one say to an ancient Nephilim ghost?
I suppose you start with...
Naughty, naughty.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
What's going on YouTube? It's Filthy and we're back with another video. Today we're going to show you a leveling hack for Season 28 Diablo 3 that will get you to 70 in 90 minutes regardless of which class you want to play next season, and it will save your Challenger of Cash so you won't have to use it. Will you be faster if you use it? Yes. Will it be easier if you use it? Yes. But you can actually completely save it this way so that you won't get stuck at level 15 on the Alter of Rites. Whether that's something you want to do or not is obviously a big debate at the moment, but I just thought I'd go through the leveling process of doing a Necro, swapping off it, and basically getting some level 70 items early on without using the Challenger bag. So we'll go through it. Before we do though, as always guys, a thumbs up brightens my day. Do subscribe. We're going to be hammering out videos just as much as we can up until the season. We've got the Wizard Starter Guide coming, and then after that we'll be going ham on the season because it's going to be fun. Right, this is a brand new account, so this is the Asia servers. So I've got absolutely nothing in the cube, so this simulates a season start perfectly. It took me 30 minutes of game time to get to this point. That included getting unlucky on the diamond drop and having to do an extra boss run to get this. It included having to completely redo all my buttons because it was essentially a brand new account. And it included me getting lost on the bounties and dying several times. I play this game, I make videos on it. I normally get about 2k Paragon a season. I'm not a pro. This is not my day job. This is not my living. I'm probably an above average player, but I'm certainly not a skilled player. So if I can do this in 25 minutes to get to this point, you can too. Now, why do we want to get here? Well, again, because this is a new account and simulates a season, we can see that I have managed to train the blacksmith up to the rank 11. I have managed to craft a level 50 bow if I was going to swap on to a demon hunter. Obviously, it's not necessarily the best choice. I think I should have clicked this one, which was a 60 level bow. We would have had the materials to do it, but as I said earlier, I'm a potato, so I press the wrong thing sometimes. I know it's because it's got level reduction. It's a level 61 bow, isn't it? Doi. So I did click the right thing. I should have more confidence in myself.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
Right, so we would then take this level 61 bow, and because we've got the flawless diamond here, because we've got the materials to unlock nodes 1 and 2 of the altar, we would be able to then equip this on a brand new demon hunter that we'd make. We'd be able to play the game on Torment 6 because the damage is insanely high at 1000. It's got main stat which will help us survive, and we can therefore blast ourselves all the way up to 70. Now, the only reason that we can't train Hadrig any further is because on our level 21 character, we've only got enough gold to get him up to level 11. It wouldn't take too much time to get to this other 75,000. That would then unlock level 70 stuff. So we'd come back, we'd make a level 70 bow at that point. If we were doing Demon Hunter, level 70 axe, 200 axe or whatever, if you're making a barb or so on and so forth. And then again, as soon as I get the materials, I'm probably going to make like a pair of boots or a pair of pants or a belt. Again, level 70, then fly to basically level 70 because we'll be able to crush T6 with all those level 70 items. So how do we get the flawless diamond? How do we get the death's breath to train the blacksmith up to here? Because the first, I think, 10 levels just require gold. Level 11 to get him to here requires 1 DB. Now, what you have to do is you have to play the game on Torment 1 and you have to complete a set of bounties. So what I did was I loaded it into the game. I basically talked to the scoundrel to steal his bow to salvage it. I talked to the Templar to take his shield to salvage it. That would have unlocked node 1 in the altar, which would allow us to level faster. That's handy because it opens up Necromancer skills for us, which would be better. So your time doing it will be easier than the footage in the background. Do not talk to the Enchantress until you get to level 11 or level 12. That will then code her weapon as a level 10 item, which you can then steal at that point for a really big power increase. And yeah, we went and we got the cube. Massacre bonus leveled as best we could there. I think we died a couple of times because, as I say, I'm a bit of a potato. We then came back and we did the bounties, making sure to talk to the Enchantress at the right point and grab her weapon. And it took a bit of time to kill Queen Erine. This is a little bit of an unlucky spawn. It would have been better to do Skeleton King. It would have been better to do the Butcher. But we basically did the bounties. Once they were done, we got a bounty cache. We opened it. Inside was the Solitary Death's Breath that allowed us to train Hadrig up to here. And I appear to have ripped my luck for the season, because also in that bounty cache was a pair of Corpse Explosion gloves, which if this was a run for season 28, you'd be made up with, because you could just blast yourself to 70 on the Necro. What I would say is you need to open every single chest you see, because you are constantly looking for gear that will help you survive. You're looking for gear that will help you do more damage. So these are just the pieces that we found on our run. Again, opening every single chest that we saw. Right, in terms of skills, quite straightforward. Bone Spikes is the generator for the Necro. I left this on. We put Sudden Impact Rune on as soon as it opens up. This gives crowd control because you can stun enemies. Death Nova is good for a spender because it's got big AoE coverage that allows you to hit multiple targets and maybe make multiple corpses. Put the Unstable Compound Rune on. Corpse Explosion is the most important thing for this. When you get corpses, you can blow them up, dealing really good damage. You just need to make sure that something is stood near the corpse. Again, put the Bloody Mess Rune on as soon as it is available, because this will make the explosion bigger and it will make this job easier. Command Skeletons are brilliant because they will meat shield for you and they will chip away with damage. I put Enforcer Rune on as soon as I got it, which reduced the essence cost, which allowed me to do more Novas. And then Command Golem is on a frustrating 45-second cooldown to start off with, but it is brilliant because it allows you to generate a pile of corpses to blow up with Corpse Explosion. And that's it. Again, Flesh Golem, if you get there and you unlock it, then stick it on. Passive-wise, Fuel for Death was the first one to make us a bit zippier. Move speed after we press Corpse Explosion. And Life from Death is another good shout. Generate health globes from corpses. Your squishy little Necromancer will be very happy with the life orbs. And that's it. We just basically Novad, Corpse Exploded. Bone Armor actually as well. We got towards the end. 30% damage reduction is nice. You want to try and get this at 10 stacks. 30% damage reduction. I guess I don't think I've even put the advanced tooltip on for any of this stuff. Further proof it's a brand new fresh account. Right, as I say, I'm not great at this game. I've managed to do this in like 25 minutes. I think you could certainly do it faster. And having access to a level 60 bow, level 61 bow even, would be fantastic. The other thing you can consider doing is putting some of your gold into Miriam. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to rank her up enough to be able to re-roll level 70 items. I think she might require a DB, I can't remember, but you will then be a little bit on the RNG as to what your weapon drops, but as long as you get that 75,000 extra gold for the blacksmith, you should be pretty good to go with a level 70 weapon, and then you just basically gobble everything up, get all the resplendent chests from the Temple of the Firstborn as your massacre bonus, salvage everything, sell it, get what you need to get the artisans trained, and then look to craft a couple of other 70 level items, and you should absolutely fly up to 70. If you're doing a hard reset, so you get to this point, you then are jumping on a Demon Hunter. Well, you'll get to level 21 on a Demon Hunter at Torment 6 with a 61 bow in no time flat. You'll just massacre everything to start off with, so you don't need to worry about investing the time in the Necro. You'll catch it up immediately. Yeah, it's an interesting little tip. So you'll still have your Challenge Rift bag. You'll be able to get to like level 15, 16, 17 of the altar. And yeah, it's not too bad. I was thinking it was probably going to be hard. Initially, when I loaded in, I did teleport to all the areas trying to snapshot it. But I don't know. I didn't move off the actual teleport zone. I'm not sure if it worked. It seemed pretty difficult anyway. But I did attempt to like load into all these places. and then set off from there. So snapshotting it by teleporting to each one like this, going through them, and then each zone that you've landed on should be coded now as like level 1 monsters. Again, I don't know if that worked, but that was the theory anyway. Right, I hope you enjoyed the footage in the background. The only thing you can really screw up with this is basically talking to the Enchantress too early and running out of damage. So as long as you do that after like level 11 or 12, around then, you should be fine. And it'll just take you a bit of time to get these Torment 1 bounties done. And once you do, you can then jump on whatever class you want, save your Challenger bag. That's pretty good. Right, I've been the Filthy Casual. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll speak to you again real soon. Take it easy. Peace.